Kailangan moment of truth or time will tell lang talaga sa season 3. So, I'm so sorry Sir Jeffrey if we didn't answer your question. Kailangan mo po na panoorin yung season 3. Wow. Thank you so much Sir Jeffrey. Ito, next naman we have some questions from social media for our campers. One by one daw to. Okay. Campers, what was the toughest challenge emotionally and physically that you guys faced during the season 3 camp? Gusto mo ikaw ulit or si Ans naman muna? Si Ans muna. Okay, go Kyle.
Sorry, what's the question again?
The question is, what was the toughest challenge emotionally or physically that you faced during the camp?
Yes.
No spoilers. Okay.
Okay, so isang challenge was when we got picked up, our phones were also surrendered. So the whole time that we were there, we had no connection to the outside world. So all we had was were each other actually. So mahirap siya na parang as a person working sa marketing industry, I'm used to knowing everything, knowing a lot of things because that's my job. And for me not to have my phone for a week, that's very challenging. Ayun, physically naman parang madaming hardships din sa mga challenges, yun yung mga kailangan yung abangan.
Thank you so much, Ans. Okay. Yes, Julian.
Okay, for me naman yung toughest challenge was to express myself. Actually, I've been known na loud, liberated, and sometimes explicit online. Pero iharap ako sa ibang tao, ibang usapan ko. So, manood po kayo, makikita nyo talaga a different side of me. And makikita nyo rin yung struggle ko during that camp.
Thank you, Julian. Okay, Aaron, go.
For me naman, emotionally, before joining sa camp, I was really second-guessing if tutuloy ba or hindi. Kasi, someone told me sa crowd na you really have to be yourself. Kasi, two of my closest friends, na-share ko sa kanila na part of sa Sparks Camp. So, ayun, nagplano na sila, you have to be maldita there, you have to be diva. And ako natatakot ako, anong gagawin ko? Like, I have to be myself or maging plastic lang inside sa camp. So, ayun. So, parang na-stress ako. And then, Hyro advised me na you really have to be yourself. So, ayun. So, yeah. Thank you.
And I thank you. Thank you so much, Aaron. Okay, next, Jower.
Well, for me, the hardest thing is to really disconnect. For a person who's running company 24/7, parang ang hirap mag-disconnect sa outdoor and just for you to be open sa mga kasama mo with the camp. So that's basically my emotional challenge for me to really open up to sa mga people na kasama ko. Kasi parang mahirap diba? Pag siyempre tinanggal ka naman ng communication tapos bigla ka sinalang with other strangers. So for me, medyo kailangan ng konting adjustment. So that's basically the hardest part of me joining the camp.
I can imagine. Grabe, no? Parang, imagine kung may wall kayo, tapos you only have 4 days to get to know the people around you. Grabe, medyo challenging talaga yun. But thank you so much, Jower, for sharing.
For the physical naman, basta abangan nyo na lang. Wala naman siya ng challenge.
Okay. Abangan natin sa season 3 ng Sparks Camp. Okay, go Edward.
Sa physical aspect po syempre may dala po ako kasi ng gym. So, yun na sila na po kasi naging first family ko na ngayon, yung mga gymmates ko. So, kinailangan ko po sa akin na parang i-represent sila. So, medyo malaki yung pressure for me. So, abangan nila na ito kung ano
Thank you, Edward. Okay, Kim.
I would say emotionally, ako kasi hindi ako mabilis na papasok ng tao sa life ko. I'm very selective with the people that I let in. So to be put in a place where you're with complete strangers, I thought it was difficult to allow myself to be vulnerable, but Mother Mela and the rest of the people there reassured that it was a safe space, and so that reassurance gave me yung like just what I needed for me to open up. And I think sa physical naman, definitely the first challenge.
Ooh.
Pero may bonus naman yun. So.
Oh my gosh, can't wait to know what the first challenge is. Thank you, Kim. Okay,
Thank you.
Harold, go.
Thank you. Ano ba yan? Thank you. So yun, yung pinaka-toughest sa akin, parang lahat ng may lead, mentally, emotionally, physically.
Lahat?
Yes.
Bongga.
So yun, physically syempre nakakapagod. Sobra. Yung mga challenges namin talagang pang straight, pang survivor of the Philippines ang atake.
Oo.
Tapos syempre, yung mentally kasi wala kaming phone eh. On shooting days, wala talaga. So, as sanay kang mag-social media and communication sa family. So, sobrang hirap. Hindi siya madali kasi dala mo lang libro sa kwarto, matutulog ka, hindi mo mababalitaan kung ano yung update sa outside world. Yes, PBB.
Yes, di ba?
And then, mas pinaka-tapos sa akin yung emotionally. Kasi, bago ako pumasok dun sa camp is, meron talaga akong pinagdadaanan. Talagang hindi siya biro and bawal ko rin siya i-spoil kasi dapat siyang abangan. Pero so yun, abangan niyo ah. And then, so yun, talagang ang hirap din kasi hindi mo kilala and sa tao sanay naman ako makisama kasi nag-work ako sa in person. I used to dance everyone. So sanay ako sa audience, sanay ako makisama. And then, you know, my God, my nose is bleeding. And you know, the Bluetooth device is connected successfully. So yun, sanay ako sa tao, marunong ako makisama, makibagay. Hindi ako nahirapan doon. Kasi nga, di ba, kanal humor tayo. So, ang nahirapan lang talaga ako sa emotionally. Kasi, dapat magbaback out na ako. To be honest, magbaback out po dapat ako dito sa Sparks Camp. And, abangan nyo na lang kung ba't ako magbaback out. Pero tinuloy ko naman. Ano ba talaga?
I love it. Thank you so much, Harold. Oh my gosh. Feel ko muntik mo na i-spoil eh. Pero wag na.
Wag na.
Wag na natin. Oo, abangan na lang. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Harold. Okay, go Andrew.
Yeah, yung for me po, I guess the biggest challenge is like how to introduce a culture from like the other side of the world and bringing it here in the Philippines. Because we all know that like in the Western culture, like, you know, it's very open, it's very liberated, and it's a huge challenge for me on how am I going to be able to introduce that kind of culture, especially in the Philippines. Kasi knowing that we're like a, you know, very religious like, you know, country, how am I going to be able to show myself to the rest of the Filipino people? And it's a challenge for me kasi whether they will be accepting it or not, or, you know, so kaya yun yung dapat yung abangan for sure.
Thanks so much, Andrew. Okay, Callie.
The biggest challenge that I had physically, to be honest, walang aircon for 7 days. Pinag-ilang ako! Camp life talaga siya, literally camp life. So sabi ko, oh my God, buti naman nakayanan ko naman siya. Emotionally, I'm the type of person na very reserved. I rarely share my secrets to everyone, to anyone, even to my own family. And for me, for a segment in the show, the moment of truth, for me to share what experience I had, it was on a different level. Parang kailangan ko talaga to open up myself to everyone, for them to understand. Yun ang pinaka-hirap ng sa akin, and I'm happy I did it for this show.
Congratulations, Callie. We're very happy. Congratulations to the rest of the campers also. Last but not the least, Julio, go.
What they said.
Thank you.
Ano kasi akala ko like, pagkadating ko, akala ko survivor talaga. Tapos nakita ko puro lalaki kasama ko sa kailangan ko na magpangga. The joke lang. So it's nice na there really was a lot of challenges for everyone. And for me, my biggest challenge then was, I'm not really used to obvious naman. I'm not really used to like being in front of the front of camera. Sanay ako na nasa backstage ako, sanay ako nasa prod ako, and coming from a conservative background, the basketball background even, I'm out but I'm not really out to everyone. So this is like, hey guys, and the challenge for me is like people seeing me the same way, despite having that kind of background. Back then, I was really afraid to come out or people know about me dahil baka isipin nila, ay, basketball coach ng mga lalaki, tapos bading pala siya, diba? So, I lived in fear. So the challenge for me here, everything. Physical, meron at meron physical yun. Pero yung the emotional na parang, hindi ka na magmura. Na parang, oh God, naaalam na ng mga lahat ng tao. Though my family loves me, my friends love me, the people who matter love me, my campers love me, sila direct and everyone, right? Gives me assurance. And kitang-kita, ang ganda nung, siyempre, bilang ako yung last, ako na lang mag-culminate ng sa lahat. Kitang-kita yung diversity of challenges namin lahat, with Ants with suddenly being disconnected from life. Aaron with having to be ourselves. Julian with what Julian said na parang Mela, take over ko muna ha. With Julian having people having to know a different side of us. Joer being on the go all the time. Edward fighting for representation. Kim opening his doors. Harold with the uncertainty and the biggest problem for me. The biggest challenge sa aming lahat. And then with Andrew sharing na we are in a conservative country. This is a liberated show. And then Ken Cali opening up talaga to people who matter. And yun. So parang, yeah, there are challenges and it's really finding the right people, the community and the family that you have that will elevate yourself, your emotions and all that. So I thank you. Oh, wow. Hindi ko maalala sinabi ko. Biglang ako sa good service.
Thank you so much, Julio.
Well, first of all, I'm the creative producer of Love at First Spike, and some of the former campers are part of the cast. So I'm very happy na nandun si Bong, si Universe, si Mickey, and si Nick. So, yeah. But, yung mga naisip naming concept, actually may naisip kaming concept ng mga writers after the show, based on the results of the show. Yung isa medyo BL about a son of a basketball. Very Thai BL na son, homophobic basketball player na na-in-love sa kanyang shooter na kikikay. Pero ayaw kong sabihin kung sino sila kasi depende sa ano. Then yung isa medyo NSFW. pang streaming platform na hindi dapat masabi sa live. So, but seriously, as a director, I've directed a love series and films, but that's really my parang yun na lang yung hindi ko pa na-achieve na makapag-direct ng isang BL. So sana soon magkaroon ng ganung opportunity, Miss Elaine! You know!
Yes, Miss Elaine.
Or GL. Okay lang sa akin.
Yes.
Yes. You know.
Feel ko mamaya magkakaroon na ng Sparks Camp Max. Charis! Okay, thank you so much, Direct Ted. And ito, a question naman from Jay, again, of Certified Kapamilya for the campers. Can you describe the moment you finally said to yourself, okay, this is it, this is who I am, and I love it? Okay, Julio, ikaw daw. Miss Mela, sabi po dito, Miss Mela can also answer this question. Do you want Miss Mela to start? Miss Mela muna daw.
This is it, this is who I am, and I'm proud of it.
Yes, and I love it.
Wow. I think I will always go back to my 4-year-old self. Kasi doon ko unang napanood yung Miss Universe at doon ko unang na-appreciate yung power of femininity through seeing the wonderful candidates of Miss Universe. And I thought, I would like to be a Miss Universe queen representing the Philippines. And from that day onward, I hold on to femininity. I hold on the power that this identity and this expression hold. Kaya, nung nag-come out ako as a transgender woman, bit-bit na bit-bit ko yung power of womanhood. Yung lahat, yung inspiration ng lahat ng mga babaeng nakikita ko sa bawat araw. At hindi ko yun makakawala no matter how strong transphobia is.
Thank you so much, Miss Mela. And of course, we love you as a trans woman forever and ever, Miss Mela. Very, very beautiful.
I love you.
Yes, we love you, Miss Mela. Thank you so much for being a light to, of course, our community and also dito sa ABS-CBN, diba? Thank you, Miss Mela. Okay, campers naman. When did you feel yun na, this is who I am and I love who I am.
The moment I realized that this is who I am and I'm proud of who I am, the moment I joined the show. Kasi being in the show is a very, very tasking and a very big obstacle in our lives. For us to open up to other people. Samantala sa buong Pilipinas talaga, sobrang hirap nun. So doon ko na-realize talaga na I'm really happy and proud talaga ako sa sarili ko talaga. Kasi I'm here to show and let other people know who I am. And I want them to know that hindi mahirap maging bakla dito sa Pilipinas. Yun lang talaga.
Thank you so much, Callie.
Also to add to that, ako for myself, I think when I saw like a kid being bullied as a gay, I think that's the moment I realized that this is it, this is me. And as we all know, like, you know, gay people here, especially in the Philippines, like, we are kind of like stereotyped in a way that we have nothing to say in the society. And I kind of realized that it's very, like, you know, wrong. Like, we have doctors who can cure people. We have like engineers who can, you know, shape like the world. We have teachers who shape younger minds, and we have like pilots who fly planes, for example. And I think it's something right now. It's the time for us to be able to step up and say na hindi lang kami, you know, nandito sa isang tabi, na we can contribute as well to the, you know, to the society and to the whole world.
Thank you so much. Okay, anyone else?
Hello, growing up, nabully kasi ko for being myself, for being malamya, but nararamdaman ko na I was different. Pero, nag-girlfriend pa rin ako nung college, and then I was kissing her, tapos I was feeling na, ito na ba to? Ito na ba yung gusto ng mga tao? And then, after college, nagkaroon ako ng first date ko sa guy. So, sa isang sinihan, na madilim, na-experience ko po yung first kiss ko. So, doon ko after, yun pala yung dapat na feel, yung umiikot pa na dapat yung mundo. And it felt lang yung mga pieces na fall na sa tamang kalagyan. And yung malamya tao na yun, it holds power. So, yun.
Thank you so much, Edward. That was so beautiful. Grabe. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Last? Julian has a last comment for the question. Or all good na? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you again to Sir J of Certified Kapamilya. And of course, we have here our last question. This one goes to Direct Ted, Direct Jairo, and Miss Mela. This question is very interesting. This is also from a social media watcher. The question is, creating space for honesty on a reality show can be challenging. How did the three of you help the campers feel safe enough to be vulnerable and authentic even when cameras were rolling? Miss Mela? Miss Mela daw muna.
Okay. I think whenever I speak to the campers, the most important thing that I remind them is that whoever you are outside of the camp must be you inside the camp. And whoever you will be showing inside the camp must be who you are outside the camp. And that's a very good reminder for everyone who's on social media. Because we see that content creation is also curation. Curation of the beautiful, curation of the happy, curation of the things that we would like people to see. However, of course, it is a human experience for us to feel vulnerability, to feel not our best, to feel ashamed, to feel the negative and the demons inside of us. And I think these are very important stories that also need to be told because this is what makes us human. Kaya importante sa akin to just simply remind every camper na kung sino ka sa labas, dapat yun ka sa loob. Kung sino yung makikita, dapat yun din yung makikita once people meet you outside of the camp. Because that's what authenticity is all about. Diba? It's so hard to capture things in the realest possible. But if you can show a glimpse of you in the most honest way possible, I think mapapanindigan mo yung pagpapakatotoo sa sarili mo. And at yun yung nagawa ng whole production team, from Direct Ted to Direct Jairo to Brej and Gia, to our producer Karen. Bawat isa, they were supportive individuals of not just the campers, but also for me. Because you asked a while ago, what was the most challenging part? And for me, being able to be away,
thing na tama na ginawa naman nila para to ensure na ang mga campers will feel safe and na hindi sila ma-exploit is really to hire always Mela as the host. Because aside from her activism and her nag-shine talaga yung authenticity niya, yung pagiging genuine niya to get to know the camper stories. So lahat ng mga moment of truth, walang showbiz. The way she gives advice, kapag may kalat, naku-contextualize niya. kapag medyo emotional na at controversial, nag-ground niya ng lahat. So, perfect casting for me si Mother Mela, and that's why we're very happy na she's willing to fly from Spain to here just to host Sparks Camp. Ako naman as a director, I think ang experience ko basically is since I came from TVP and Pinoy Dream Academy, so nakuha ko na yung mga lahat, yung training ground ko doon, na-apply ko dito. And at the same time as a director, hindi kasi ako yung director na very intrusive or yung parang napaka-dictator. Usually yung mga actors, kinukuha ko muna yung loob nila and sinasabi ko sila na parang, for example, akala nila kaya sila magaling umarte, sinasabi ko sa maging proactive. So parang ganun yung ginagawa ko sa mga campers. I tried, there's a thin line between yung parang nawawala yung professionalism and being a genuine friend to them or a tito, di matanda na ako. But I try to tap into that parang friendship. And medyo pinapakita ko na tao na nila ko and kaibigan nila ako. Para they can trust me and at the same time, I guess, nakakatulong din na nakita naman na sa Sparks Camp 1 and 2 na even if may mga villain edit, may mga good positive edit, at the end of the day, pinapakita namin yung three-dimensionality ng characters nila, na tao sila, na nagmahal, na pumuksa, nasaktan at ayun.
Thank you so much, Direk. Last, Direk Jairo.
Actually, bago ko sagutin, gusto ko lang din i-recognize yung presence ng production team natin. So, from our assistant directors, from the community, mga EDs natin, mga producers natin, even our story producers are here, our producers are here. So, basically, the Sparks Camp family is here. So, just to answer your question, it was never, para sa akin ako, just background lang, pumasok ako ng Sparks Camp, wala ako sa season 1. Fan lang ako ng season 1 eh. Tapos pumasok ako ng season 2 and now I'm pretty for season 3. It was never difficult for me when I entered Sparks Camp 2 because I felt that the production is a safe space. And I feel like it's important for reality and truthfulness and honesty to thrive if there's a safe space. Kasi pag hindi safe ang space mo, doon lalabas ang kasinungalingan, doon lalabas ang pagkapanggap. Kasi kailangan mong protektahan ang sarili mo. So, yung mga tao, pag hindi niya naramdaman na kailangan niya protektahan ang sarili niya, doon sila nagiging totoo. And I think, nakaka-proud kasi ito yung lagi namin joke, inside joke namin na weird sorority ang Sparks Camp team. Like, tingnan nyo, even the old campers are coming back. Oh, sorry. The old campers are coming back to support. Para siyang hindi siya natatapos na pamilya. So I think that's what this show is trying to promise, that we will continue to be a safe space. And kung paano yun na-assure, it's just because it is. We are safe spaces. And yun yung I think malaking yung pinapromise well, we try. Siyempre, hindi pa kami perfecto. But we will always try to be safe spaces for this team. So yun.
Thank you so much, Direk Jairo, Direk Ted, Miss Mela. And And it's very nice to see. I feel like halata naman, nakikita naman natin na very safe talaga yung space. Just considering the friendship of all of the campers with each other, the friendship they have with Direk, relationship with Direk and Miss Mela. It's a very beautiful sight, very refreshing siya, especially in our industry. So thank you so much for creating this safe space for us, especially for the LGBTQIA+ community. And that concludes our Q&A portion. Thank you again to our friends from the media and all of our watchers, team by, for sending in your social media questions. Thank you so much. And syempre, like what I mentioned earlier, this is a night full of firsts. Kaya naman, let's head on over to our next first. Ito, sabay-sabay natin makikita ang official poster ng Sparks Camp Season 3 Directed. Kayo na po ang bahala. Okay, I believe you pulled this po direct in... Okay. Okay. Okay, Direk Hyra and Direk Ted, poster reveal in 3, 2, 1! Wow! Beautiful! Ganda! Once again, bigger, bolder, and higher Sparks Camp Season 3. Thank you so much again, ABS-CBN Entertainment. Ayan. Okay. I would like to invite, of course, the cast alongside our heads to have a quick photo op with our poster. Okay, ayan. Okay. And syempre, Miss Mela, smile na rin kasi you're part of it. Okay. Let's include Miss Mela. Okay. Alright. Let's have our campers pose muna with, of course, Direk Cairo, Direk Ted, and Miss Mela on the screen. O, diba? Okay? Okay, friends from the media, let's all pose.